So I'm preparing to press the number 2 bushing out of the lower control arm. It's in the frame. I had a lot of trouble with the other side. They're frozen in, rusted in, and I had to build a tool for it. And so now I'm on, that was on the driver's side, now I'm on the passenger side. And I'm gonna start with my 18 millimeter bolt. This is my puller. That's grade 12.5, something like that. It was a custom a guy had left over. So I bought it up. It's a little on the short side, so we're going to see how we can do it. The other side I had to break loose with a 3/4 inch bolt. And I had to do that, I have to take out the bushing out of the center, which means ripping out that rubber. So I'm going to try and assembly. Now to remove the lower control arm, which included disconnecting the torsion bar, took me 23 minutes. Now that's with the steering knuckle already off and all the tools ready. Or mostly ready. I did have to dig around a little bit. So now I'm going to go after this bushing. This vehicle's got 250,000 miles on it. All the bolts have been giving me trouble. Mud's part of the issue, not getting regularly washed. Also, I think it's been some time early in its life in the Rust Belt area. So there's my tool. It's gonna fit right there. I need a receiving cup. I need a backer. I'll use the little grease on my surfaces and my threads. That 18 millimeters, pretty snug fit with the rust in there. So I think that's about as big as I want to go on that. My cup's a little loose, but there's some weld around there. It may need to be. I want to try and get all that squared up. I'm going to double washer the backside, but I can't go very far. If I can get it broke loose, then maybe I can switch over and put an extension on there if I need it. I don't think I can fit that. Well, it'd be close. Let's see. Nope. I need my big bolt for that guy. Well, let's hope I don't break my bolt. I doubt I will. I broke a 5/8 threaded rod, standard stuff from Home Depot, hardware kind of stuff. But those aren't a very strong grade. So the only thing this guy had, I mean, I picked this up Christmas Eve day, so my choices were pretty limited, was the Allen head. had I heated it and drawn some penetrating oil or possibly some wax in there, might have been helpful. There, I got my hold of my nut wrench braced up against that diff. Little mark on there. This 3/4 inch breaker bar. No messing around. No flex. Bolt breaker. Putting all my weight in it, about 170. Hold it onto the slider, give me more leverage, so I'm putting quite a bit of weight on that. Everything looks nice and square there. No movement. Maybe I should hit it with the air hammer and vibrate it a bit. Couldn't hurt, right? Pretty weak air hammer. I've got a brass tip on it, so I'm not going to hurt anything. Got my shoulder up in the fender well now, bracing myself. Pressing with both arms. That is some pressure. Nothing moving yet. I'm gonna have to get a cheat on my 3/4. Usually extend my 3/4 extension. This is how I broke the 5-inch threaded rod. Ooh. So if I heat it and then try and draw some penetrating oil or wax into it by cooling it with penetrating oil or wax. Yeah. Give it a little time to set in there with who knows how many tons of pressure on it now. A little more tapping perhaps. Try not to get in the way of the camera here. Back to cranking the. It feels easier now. Definitely easier. I hope I'm not stretching that bolt. I'll be sorely disappointed. I should say relatively easy. It's hard. Let's see if I can do it without a cheat. Yes, I can. Not good. Oh, I got movement. Didn't hear a pop, but I got a little bit of movement. All right. Last one went with a big old pop. Well, I've got movement of my toe, but I'm not sure the bushing's moving. Too much rust to tell. If I don't catch that lip, start going inside of it, it ain't never gonna go. Maybe I should take it out and see what it's doing. Yeah, that's too easy. Let's find out what it's doing. Yeesh. Well, we got movement. Sure enough, it's coming out. It ain't going easy though. It's going to be tough the whole way. That's interesting how the other side did it with a big pop. As it broke loose, it was hard all the way too. I'm almost assured the bottom though. This bolt could have just been just a little longer. Then I can use this extension piece. We'll see. I guess I don't really need the extension. It's the threads that I might run out of. So I was able to press on the bushing with this 18mm bolt. Oh. I have a 2-inch wire brush I go in there and clean that out with, but 2 inches is a little large. Use it to brush out the rust out of there. I could hold it, but I don't really want to enlarge it. I'm just grunting away here. Sorry for the sound effects. Need to eat your spinach for this one. I think the big thing is you can't have any of your tools flexing. I mean, the bolt must be rigid, it can't flex. Extensions here can't flex. The bar can't flex. Any flexing, you're not going to get it. And a 5/8 threaded rod may work for one that's not frozen in, but I can guarantee you it will not work for a frozen in one. Trick with the tool is to make it a size that will slip through there without getting stuck, but big enough to get a good catch on it. I think we could have gone a little larger, but I'm getting a good catch. We'll inspect the tool again, see if there's any damage. It's getting a little easier now. I think I'm gonna make it without an extension. I think I bottomed right there. So I could put, see if I bottomed on the threads or what. I can use the extension. Last one I took it right to the edge there. It was perfect. Right there, and that's it. Man, get some caked in rust. Beautiful fit. Didn't have to pound it out or anything. So I need a nuts width more. One washer each end and 15 more millimeters. So there you have it. Pulling a number 2 bushing set up and it took a lot of the rust out with it. And those washers are no good. You got a new one. You got a new bushing.